What's up, guys? FayKing TV here once again. I'm going to be bringing you guys a very important topic. This is going to be about Arena. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are curious about Arena, and this is going to be Arena tips and cheats. Arena 101. I'm pretty much gonna tell you every little single detail about Arena. Now, why am I covering this? I feel like a lot of people don't know about Arena, so that's why I'm covering it. And there's a lot of other aspects of Arena that people aren't really sure about. Like, why is Arena auto? Oh, you know, we have no effect in the results of the battle, other than completely relying on our units and our team. Now, if you see here, I have two Arena teams. The one on the right, of course, I have the Leon team. And then those are my Arena units. Those are the best ones I have so far, so I can't really complain. And the left one, I have more units, so I could come up with a better Arena team. Now, let's go over the types of Arena teams. Now, so far in the current meta, the best ones are probably BB fillers, like BB boost, BB spam leaders. Elsa is an excellent example. She gives a 1.5 BB fill rate, and Loden also gives attack buff, plus he gives 1.3 fill rate. So why Loden's good is because Loden gives an extra attack to everyone. So in the beginning, before you even fill up your BB, you can do some damage. You might get lucky and you might take out someone. That's why Loden and Dia are such good rainbow leaders. And Elsa, of course, is good, and there's plenty and plenty more. There's a lot of good leaders. Now, let's go over what makes a good Arena team. Alright? What makes a good Arena team? Now, let's first go over the high hit counts. High hit counts are extremely important, and the reason why they're so important is because hit counts ultimately relates to the amount of BC you get, that is battle crystal, which fills up your BB. So the higher the hit count, the more BC generation. Alright? The more BC you generate. Now let's look at the second one, the low BC fill. That's pretty obvious too. You want your BB BC fill to be extremely low. The lower it is, the quicker it'll fill up. And once you have that BB ready, then your unit will most likely use it. Okay, and third, you want AoE BB. This is also obvious because you want to inflict damage on the whole entire team instead of a single target. So in Arena, for now, single target BBs are fairly weak. Alright, I think we covered the important things about the Arena team, and I feel like everyone in here definitely is fitting in that category. Now, there is a different meta. There's one with Ultor. Ultor is a different one. You're basically trying to kill off the enemy team before they even fill up their BB. With the Ultor, and if you have the right setup with the spears, then you'll be able to at least take out 4 people. Maybe like 3 or 4. And that's really significant in a battle, because once you've taken out that many units, then, you know, the chance of them coming back is extremely slim. And also, what are the best spears? That's also probably a very frequently asked question. Muramasa used to be the best, now probably Angelic Foil, and now they have something better, Amano Botaken. That would probably be the best. But anything that increases your attack, you know, and Angel Foil, I mean, these are all the same effects. Basically, increases your attack for the first 2 turns. Now, I believe that these spears only apply for your normal hits, but you gotta think about it. In Arena, normal hits are extremely important in this game. So, the first 2 turns is probably gonna be normal hits, and then, you know, second to third turn, you're probably gonna be spamming BBs, and that's gonna result in the end of the game. Okay, and then this is the most important thing. This is probably the thing that most people don't know about Arena, and this is the thing that I really wanted to cover. And it's about the BBs, yes. Now, your BBs are getting triggered by certain conditions. By certain conditions, it's getting triggered. No, people, it's not totally random. It is not random. Now, for this video, I'm going to have the link in the description, and then also I'll put another link in the comments just in case you guys don't see the one in the descriptions. But it's a really good Reddit guide that this person made, and it goes in a lot of in-depth information about the categories. So he ended up making categories. This has nothing to do with anything else, just for arena BB triggering. So let me just go ahead and quickly go over it, because some people might get confused when you look at the guide. So if you look at the type 1 units, their BB just go off. You know, there is no condition. There's no condition for their BB or super BB. You have a clear 60% chance of it happening, and that's pretty much it. Now, since they have 60% and they're in the middle, it's random, you know, and they have no condition, you can literally place them anywhere. But you might want to place them in the middle, and I would go into more in depth with that. Once I cover everything, you'll understand why. Now, the only exception is except Loden, and the reason why is Loden, when he uses BB, he'll end up filling up BBs for everyone else. Alright, so why is this useful? Once my Loden goes first, and if he uses his BB, say for instance my Asha or Lyra, their BB aren't full yet, but if my Loden goes up, then you know that's gonna help them fill up their BB, so my whole team will have BB on turn 2. This is why Loden is extremely good for arena, and a lot of people use Loden over Dia, because Dia doesn't do this. She don't have that feature. Now type 2. Alright, now the interesting stuff. Type 2s, they tend to set off their BB when their enemy has more than 50% HP. Now, is this applying to the whole team? No, any target. If any of the targets have over 50, then their BB is going to go off. Alright, so in order for this BB to go off, where would you need to place this unit? Probably at the very top. You want this unit to be attacking first. The reason being is because most likely when that unit is attacking first, at that moment of time, most likely the enemy team is going to look really, really healthy. They're all probably going to be over 50%. That's going to give you a really, really high chance of that BB going off. Okay, so that's type 2. And then we got type 3, also similar to type 1. It's 60% for no condition whatsoever. But the only exception here, you want to place them in the middle, but the only exception here, you want Zilnite. You want Zilnite on the top as well. Same reason with Loden. And the reason why you want him on top is because he does the same thing as Loden. You know Zilnite. If you guys have Zilnite, proud Zilnite owners, you guys know that Zilnite will increase your BB gauge when he uses his BB. So that is why you want him on the top. And the last one, type 4. This is the bottom slot. I like to kill these like the finisher. These are definitely the finishers, and you definitely need 1 or 2 in your team. Alright, so like building a team, it's all about being balanced, I believe. And the more balanced the team is, the better, the stronger the teams are. And let's see, type 4 bottom slot. Alright, so this one is like 60% chance. If any unit is under 50 HP, 50% HP. So, you know, you put them on the bottom. Exactly the same reason why you put the other one on top. You want him on the bottom, because when this unit goes off, then most likely the whole enemy team's gonna be like about to die. There's probably gonna be a couple units that are close to dying. So you wanna go ahead and put this on the bottom. Now, fortunately for me, I have the type 4. Hogar is type 4. He's a type 4. Great type 4. He hits really, really hard. It really helps out. Okay, and then also for here, we got Eve. Eve is a type 4, which is really, really good. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at my arena fights, and then you guys can tell and judge for yourself. Oh, sorry guys, I have some items I forgot to sell. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's look at my arena records. My arena records are pretty bad for my level. It's because I started arena extremely late. I wanted a really strong team, And this is all preference. I mean, you can start arena and like start losing, or you want to start early because you want to get up there. But you know, I felt like I wasn't really obligated to do so. All right, but let's go ahead and do the fight. Now, Ultor, you want to avoid. Now, these are certain people that you want to avoid. You want to avoid anything that has BB. If it's a BB filler like Zelnite, you want to avoid him. Avoid him. Elza, avoid. Dia, avoid. This is Eric. Eric's fine. You can go ahead and fight Eric. Like Miku. Miku's a 5-star. I mean, she's kind of weak, but, you know, if they have stronger units, you know, they have a Miku leader and have really strong units as a filler, then you might end up losing the fight. Now, you see right here, I got really lucky. I took down one right there on the Leon team. And my Furo is going down. Okay. Alright. Farlon, he ended up going off. See? The whole team looked extremely healthy. Extremely healthy. So Farlon ended up proccing. Now, the reason why I ended up stumbling upon this is because at first I had Elza on the bottom. I had Elza where Eve was. And for some reason, her BB would never go off. It just never goes off. Like, I've only seen it go off once. So I was like, okay, there has to be a really good reason for this. So I ended up looking it up, did a lot of research, and, you know, it was kind of hard to find this information. I was very surprised how, you know, how this valuable information is not exposed to the Brave Frontier community. But, dude, guys, I lost 12 times, and I feel like a couple of those losses was because of my placement. And once you get this placement down, I swear you guys are gonna have better results. Now, let's go over one more thing about the placement, okay? When you're making the squad, alright? Obvious reasons, you guys know my Hogar and my Eve are the last one, right? So that is the last placement. Now you can go ahead and think of it as a 3. Okay? This is the order it goes. You go with Loden first, right? And then you go with Asha. That's second. And then Fee is third. Right here, third. And then Lyra is fourth, and Hogar. Okay? You see the 3, guys? You see the 3? I'm sorry if I can't. I should make it more clear for you guys, but I can't. So, okay, let me do a lot of explaining. Let me do some further explaining if you guys don't know anything, and then I'm going to end the video. So, let's explain the team on the left. My Zelnite, of course, really good unit for Arena. Zelnite's pretty good. So, he's there for the increase of BB gauge. Excellent. A lot of hits, BB's good. Elza, she's obvious the leader for that 1.5. She's really good. Farlon, of course, he's like infamous for the arena special unit. Fiora, surprisingly, why I put Fiora is because she has a really low BC fill. She has a low BC fill, and also the decrease to attack and defense, that will also help out. And surprisingly, her hit count's not too bad. It's not horrible, but I could definitely replace her. I need to replace her, and I'm probably going to replace her with the Len. Len's extremely good. Oh yeah, and also Lexida. If you guys have a Lexida is really good for Arena. It's the spear that you get for GGC. You have to kill Selena. And then Eve, she does like 14 hits, man. For normal hits, she does 14 hits. That's freaking crazy. And then 20 hit BB. But she's obviously there because she's a type 4. So, okay, this is what I think. Will make the perfect team. I feel like you need you're probably gonna have type 1, type 2, and type 3, but the type 4 I feel like is the most important type out of all of them. You want at least 1 or 2. I have 1 so far, but I feel like 1's not enough because sometimes the enemy team's health would be extremely low, and then I have Elza or Farlon, their BB up with Fiora. They're all type 2. So if their BB's up and the team's like about to die, the BB's never gonna go off. Like the chance of the BB going off is 20%. I forgot to tell you guys. So if the condition is not met, it's 20%. I mean, it wasn't even significant for me to even like mention it, because you know, like 20% shit, it's not gonna go off. But yeah, so that's it. Zelnite is a type 3. We got a Elsa type 2, Farlon type 2, Fiora type 2, and then we got Eve type 4. Okay, so that's pretty good. I might replace the Fiora with the Lin, or I might replace it with the type 4. I think type 4 would probably work out really well. Lin will also work out well, since at least he'll produce some BC. That helps out. Alright, so let's analyze the team on the right. Loden, of course, he's type 1. Type 1, and he's excellent. Okay, Zelnite type 3, but he's still good. Either way, Loden and Zelnite are really good exceptions. I mean, they're the only 2 units that increases BB gauge. So far. And then Asha is type 2, Fi's a type 2, and I believe Lyra is a type 3. She's a type 1 or a type 3, I don't remember. And then we got Hogar. Lyra is here because Lyra is really good. Like, she used to be really good for Arena. She used to be. But I feel like, you know, I don't have anyone better to place in this spot, especially that I have a rainbow team. I feel like if you have a Loden or a Dia as a leader, you're kind of limited. Unless you have all the units, because you know you have to meet this certain requirement for the 5 elements, which could be a pain sometimes, and that's why I prefer the Elsa lead. Elsa lead's really nice, very flexible. I can put in any units I want, you know, and I can strengthen my team without thinking about those requirements. Fi is also a really good leader. Fi's really good, but I'm using Loden because I like his BB. His BB is great. It's really helped me out in a couple of tough spots. And then Hogar is type 4, which is really awesome. I'm really digging the type 4. I like the finishers. I really do. So that's everything, guys. Hope you guys liked it. Please check out my stream at Twitch. If you guys have any more questions, please ask me. This really helps out, so I can go ahead and make more content for you guys. That way we can provide some more, you know, for more information for the community. Alright, hope this helped, and have fun doing Arena. Hope you get some good results. I'll see you guys next time.